can feel the party coming on already. We got wine and honey cakes. It's gonna be a feast.
It is most excellent to see you return in good health. You are one of the few I can trust in these strange times. Your enterprising friend Grace left just moments ago. She said some foul altar was rallying the pirates. I think it is natural to assume this strange altar was somehow related to the tablet you found at Hiraeth Peak. My sage young geezer has been studying the fragments you brought back. He believes they are ancient in origin. You have been here a short time, but perhaps you have seen the ruins yourself. Though humans have inhabited this island for thousands of years, there was a mysterious ancient civilization here even before we arrived. Many have sought answers to such questions, but few can claim to have reliable knowledge. One thing I do know, however, is that the lost usually stay away from the ruins of the ancients. It certainly appears that way, though Sage Geezer insists this tablet was not buried at the mine, but rather planted there. You should converse with the sage yourself. This new information may yield new insights. Please exercise discretion in speaking of these matters around town. The people are excited about the heir's return. I would not dampen their spirits.
Yours is a face I've not seen before. Aha! You're the newcomer who recovered these fragments from the mine. I am very excited to speak with you. This material is definitely ancient. An altar. Related to this tablet, then. Fascinating. Well, it couldn't have been there for long. There's only one possibility. All of this came from the ancient ruins of Caladan and Antares in the Eastern Wood. Yes! Only Minister Lochner forbade me from going there. It's very dangerous, of course. But you, yes, you can go. Start with Caladan, look for anything recently disturbed. Oh, and don't tell Lochner.
Well, if it isn't the Night Regent's new page. On an errand even now, I presume. I am curious what merits such urgent attention when Jay's duty as regent so soon draws to an end. The Night Regent should not be conducting affairs she can't reveal to her people. Wouldn't you agree? I've served as Pridewin's minister since before her birth. I should be informed of this matter. You presume much, Page. I simply wish to convey any pressing matters to the true heir when he arrives. Keep your secrets, but know this. Pridewin will be united as never before to honor the royal bloodline. Nothing else matters. Oh, yes. The Night Regent is still waiting for me to answer her summons. Rest assured, I'll be there as soon as I'm done here.
Did you venture forth for freedom or fame? I came here to live happily with my sweetheart, a Moorish woman. We both fled from impending execution for our forbidden love. Who knew I'd one day crave death like water in the desert? It is when you're the reason your woman is no more. Even the moon burns you. Fatima's soul gave up on me. She came to me in a dream the other day and asked me to piece together this mirror. But I don't have all the fragments. Would you? Fatima said if I piece this mirror for her, she'll finally find peace. The peace I stole from her. Oh, we were so happy once. But all the sacrifices we made. Have you ever been with someone and yet felt so alone.
The ancients clearly had ways of controlling the Guardians. I wonder if it's the same magic that powers the altars. I found runes here that light up when the lost come near them. Maybe there are more objects like these within the nearby ruins of Antares, so I shall continue my search there. For the true heir and the restoration of Pridewind's glory, we will find a way to unite behind the royal bloodline once again.
So, how does it feel to be alive, stranger? To know you cannot die? I used to dig graves in Bavaria, but obviously I couldn't do that here. I survived on scraps for a while, until I devised a new livelihood. I craft lost memorials from crystalline tears to soothe grieving families. Peace is always in demand. Many ask me for my services, but the crystalline tears are over, and so the tears of people must wait. You look more limber than me. You may have luck with these ruins. If you can brave the eldritch dangers and gather some crystalline tears for me, I'll give you a good portion of what I got from the families.
These altars in Caladan seem to have some sort of power over the lost. Power might be the wrong word, but definitely some kind of influence. I can use young Giza's notes to figure out how to channel their essence. And if I can't tap into their magic, maybe I can convey them to where they'll be most useful. I must think this plan through to support my true king in the way he deserves. Only then can I join him.
I started to venture into those ruins after you, but I lost my nerve when I caught sight of those guardians. I hope you found something in there to make it worth your while. Ha! I'd wager it'll be the first and last time you hear Grace O'Malley say this. But just now, I am on official business. The Night Regent sent me to track you down. She says we need your help figuring out what's going on. Just after you left Pridewind, that wide-eyed Minister Lochner started acting strange, shouting around town that the true heir's arrival was upon us. He led some knights and even some townsfolk down south to welcome the new king. I'd say there's no doubt about that. I tailed the bastard and his entourage. They marched straight into a crowd of the lost. The Night Regent says Lochner's gone mad. She wants you to come help as soon as you're done here. Then I suppose I'll be waiting for you. The Night Regent told me not to return without you. Get on with whatever you're doing. And if you find any treasure in the ruins, don't forget your dear friend Grace.
Gracias, kind soul. Fatima always loved her mirrors. With this last fragment, she can have her final one. She said mirrors have a certain magic to them. And I can sense the energy in this. Almost a strange calling.
So many tears, such little time. You have done well by bringing these crystalline tears. You will be in the thoughts of many families when they say their final prayers for their kin.
You were gone long enough. I was starting to worry you'd fall into those guardians. Did you find anything else in there relating to the ministers? Well, I'll be damned if that doesn't explain a lot of the queer happenings around here. I suppose that's how he's able to walk freely among those blue-eyed rotters as well. With that revelation, I'd say it's all the more urgent that you catch up with the Night Regent. She wants you to meet her at the last of the farms that hasn't fallen to the lost. It's not too far from here. She left Sir Payne in charge of Pridewind's defences. She wanted to see to these troubles personally. I suspect the Night Regent's looking to draw steel against Lochner herself. Yeah, but the Night Regent asked me to circle down to the pirate dens further south, see what's happening there. I'll catch up with you at the farm soon enough.
I cannot express how reassuring it is to have your presence down here. As much respect as I've always had for Minister Lochner. It is painfully clear that he's suddenly gone quite mad. Is that what you discovered in the ruins? Was Lochner behind the strange tablet at the mine? The pirates, too. I'm having trouble understanding what his ultimate goal is, or if he even has one. I question everything the minister said now, but apparently the knights at Tiernan Keep met Sir Gawain. Priscilla here was a knight there herself until recently. I believe she's hiding something. We should speak to her.
Well met, stranger. The Knight Regent said you have been her only reliable counsel in recent days. For your service to her and to Prydwen, I salute you. I was a knight myself, not long ago. Yes? When the farms in these parts started falling to the lost, the town's supplies were threatened. I volunteered to take over this farm to ensure Prydwen did not go hungry. It was a difficult decision. It was not long after I left Tiernan Keep that my fellow knights there fell to becoming lost as well. If I overheard correctly, you found proof that Lochner planned all of this? That explains much. I know the minister had planned to claim the Circlet of Swords, the royal crown of Monarch's Bluffs, from Tiernan Keep. If he can control the lost knights there, I suspect it's already too late. And my fellow knights still defend the keep as firmly as ever. I'd advise against going. There's nothing there but death and grief. But perhaps you may discover more of Lochner's plan. No. I will not raise my blade against my fellow knights, even in the state they're in. I will give you this seal, however. You'll also need the seals of the other knights to access the sacred chamber inside the keep. Again, I would urge you to reconsider this course of action.
As royal ladies, we've always been protected. We led lavish lives in the Chosun court, and for a while, in Ebonscale Reach. It's the first time we're living out in the wilds, like common folk. We're trying to adapt. Yes. Once upon a time, I was even destined to be queen. But I lost my betrothed to the sea, on our way to the island. My mother hasn't given up hope I will be married one day. She fears the worst if I don't. That I'll turn into a lost. Like the ones who haunt this island. A creature with no purpose but to haunt women with better prospects. Mother grew up with tales of the virgin ghost. It's hard to shake her out of her belief.
Are you betrothed to anyone? I'm struggling to convince Nabi to get married. She mustn't meet a horrendous fate. I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
I've been ruined. I can't work like I once used to. Oh, what good are hands when your mind is occupied by... scars. My father's mistakes wore him down till he broke. He always thought the world was better. He shattered when he saw the truth. He lost himself in making glassworks. People came from all over the island to buy them. He had a deep relationship with glass. Knew exactly which mineral would elicit the color he desired. His works were treasures that brought hope. But now, they're lost in a house filled with horrors. Would you? I can't step foot in that house. There are too many memories. It isn't easy to be second place in your father's eyes. Please just get the glassworks, if you can.
Show me your smile.
Ah, your teeth are radiant. Do you use miswak to brush them?
In the Ottoman Empire, everyone had good teeth.
Here?
Not so much. Here, people eat whatever they get.
More days than a snail has teeth. I left to pursue my great ideas in my reckless youth. I still feel as reckless and almost as young. But if I can get enough wolf teeth, I'll finally be able to craft my invention.
I already have 26 pearly white wolf fangs.
I need 6 more, just like them. They should be from robust middle-aged wolves. Warriors, if you can spot them. Could you get the teeth for me? I'll be grateful.
Bitog Og!
Look how they fall in line when they realize something greater than them is at their doorstep. It will be the same with corruption.
Getting into the house must not have been easy. I am grateful for your courage. These are the last things I have of my father. At least he got to spend his last days with his precious work. He wrote me letters. I'll read his words, although I am fearful of what they may reveal. Isn't it ironic that my emotions are as fragile as his glass? At least his works have value.
You spotted the wolves well. Middle-aged, strong, aggressive fighters most likely. Oh, these are the perfect fangs. They're sparkly. The first of its kind dental weapon for the toothless elderly among us. Those who have the punch, but lack the bite. One chomp from these pearly beauties will make an attacker regret their choices. Brilliant, no?
You ventured into Tiernan Keep and returned with your soul intact? You are indeed as worthy as the Night Regent claimed. I trust you discovered that Lochner had already taken the crown. I suspected as much. Oh, God's blood. I cannot bear the burden of this dark secret anymore. I was there, and I witnessed when Lochner brought Sir Gawain for us to swear loyalty. The minister told us we would be honored to be the first to kneel before the new king. But when he ushered Sir Gawain into the keep, we realized the true heir was lost himself. We were aghast, speechless. The minister reminded us of our sworn duty to the royal bloodline. He told us the sacrifice of becoming lost was noble and right. Then he lined us up and killed us one by one. I faltered. I couldn't do it, so I fled. I was ashamed, unwilling to join them in soullessness, but also unwilling to betray my comrades in the bloodline. I regret it now. I should have come to the Night Regent sooner. Perhaps I could have... Hey. All right. It is my duty. The Night Regent has returned to Prydwen, but we can try to stop Lochner down here. A scout was sent southward. You should seek them out. Once I dig up my armor, I will join you. And friend, thank you.
Wedding rings and love letters. So some of the lost used to be married once? That makes no sense. And you're saying that even getting married, a talisman to ward off evil spirits? What a clever idea. Why don't you use the wedding rings? Maybe they'll influence Nabi, and she'll want to get married sooner.
A talisman? To protect me from evil and lower my chances of turning into a ghost? Does this mean my mother no longer believes marrying is protection against turning into the lost? And my mother will always want that. If she ever turned into a lost, which I hope she never does. She'd follow me around with the sole purpose of getting me married. And probably scare all my suitors away.
Thank goodness I found someone I can report to. And better it's not the Night Regent. Remember all those lost pirates swarming around that den to the north? That was a small affair compared to good old Minister Locknear was here, sure enough. There's another one of those glowing altars, but this time I don't think he's meaning to draw the pirates in, but rather send them forth. The rotten bastards are loading up their ships with explosives as we speak. I'd wager they're sailing for Pridewin as soon as he gives word. They'll blast the town from here to Connacht. Well, we've discussed this partnership before, haven't we? I get the lay of the land, and you do the battling part. You'll be facing long odds, but you're like a lucky anchor. I'd consider making a wager on you, regardless. Not a problem. I'll always tell it to you straight. I'd suggest you destroy as many explosives as you can, and take out that glowing altar too. Now, what would you have me do? Now there's an order I don't mind following. I could use a cup of mead after all this crawling around. I'll go and tell the Night Regent what's what, but my hopes go with you. It's better if these bastards never set sail.
What folly we have committed! We unleashed the most tragic magic by giving in to Fatima's whims. We made a talking mirror that berates me for my decisions every minute, every hour, every day. It just doesn't stop. I had to. Her words are still pounding in my head. I broke her heart, and now I've broken her mirror. See, I do. Fatima was the joy of my soul once. I left Spain, left my family because of my love for her. I love my querida even when we fought. Even when her cloudy gray eyes turned into a storm. You are right. She speaks through another large mirror in the cove that's filled with pirates. I'll need your help to break it, but I must get her taunts out of my head.
So she spoke the truth after all. That Grace character told me you'd gone in there on your own, but I had to see it to believe it. I heard the ruckus and saw the smoke. Am I to assume that means your mission was a success? Ah, there's cause for celebration. It's even tempting to take the good news to Brightwin right away. But I believe there's an opportunity to strike a critical blow against the enemy. Sir Gawain and his court of lost knights are not far. They're fortified in his ancestral home across the water, Corbinic Castle. I suspect that's where Lochmere has led his unfortunate followers as well. Yes, though we need a plan. They have the Circlet of Swords, and an army of Lost has already fallen under Sir Gawain's influence. Defeating a knight of legend will be hard enough. But won't he just return to command them again? Is that how that Craven madman controls the Lost? Yes. It makes sense now. It was Craven's royal blood. But now, I see. This whole thing is a contrivance of Larkmir's.
How is it that you could love someone, and yet living with them can slowly destroy you? This island didn't help. But, oh, Fatima, I miss you so much.
Well, here we are. This is the moment of truth. If we fail here, the Lost will overrun Pridewind and everyone in it. I don't know what defenses this tower possesses, but it is clearly well fortified, and Lochner has undoubtedly taken precautions. I would expect heavy resistance. Your courage is unquestionable, and I've witnessed your prowess in battle. You're a force to be reckoned with. But if I'm being honest, I'd prefer not to take up arms against my former comrades, nor the heir of Artorias. Thank you. I will defend this position to ensure none come to the castle's defense, and that Lochner does not escape. Defeat those villains, destroy that damn staff, and reclaim the crown. I look forward to your triumphant return. I think I've been holding my breath since you departed. Or at least it feels that way. Tell me, did you defeat Sir Gawain and destroy Lochnear's infernal staff? Praise to whatever gods are at your back. I feel like I'm waking from a long nightmare. My thrill at learning of the true heir's return was only matched by the horror of learning what he had become. After this, perhaps we should consider abandoning this obsession with restoring the royal bloodline. We can't return the Circlet of Swords to Tiernan Keep anyhow. I think we should return it to Prydwen. Yes. Though Jay is bound by her duty. She'd make an excellent queen, but she can't even imagine such a thing. I suspect the court training of her youth is to blame. Her humility will be yet another form. Yes. We'll speak to the people. We'll tell them the truth about Lochnear and the heir. The crown deserves to be worn by a noble ruler. A ruler like Jin Jay. I'll see you in Prydwen, comrade.
Really? You found something that belonged to my family? What is it? Who are they? Where can I meet them? Oh, give me that! Shoo, she was a prestigious knight in the time of Artorius himself. I can't believe it. This night business runs in my blood. Thank you for bringing this to me. I'm going to keep it as a reminder.
So, you've stopped the lost conquest of this kingdom. I have to wonder, are you sure you've really helped these people?
Word of your victory has already breached the walls, and we are extremely grateful. I welcome you back to Pridewin as a hero. I can never repay the debt this town owes to you. Oh, I'm not sure. I do not have royal blood, but I suppose we've learned that the bloodline is now cursed. Strangely enough, we were in the tavern after word of your success, and someone mentioned the shipbuilder in Oxborough. She was so eager to meet this person she left right away. She did ask me to tell you, of course.
I see you have my flute. Do you mean to awe me with a song? I will always make time for pleasant music. Oh, it gives me great joy. Do proceed. My! I will remember that name. Do convey my appreciation for this work should you meet again. Oh, you simply must share this with Captain Dubois. You will find him near the Governor's Hall. Oh, and keep the flute. My treat.
Oh, they must be prolific indeed, if their work can stand out so in a city like ours. Ah, Constable Misha will want to hear this. She takes delight in introducing rising talent to the gentry. Many consider it a favor.
Was that the lilting of a flute I heard? Yes, I do have a sharp ear. If your work is of such quality, I know several individuals who would be delighted to learn your name. Play for me? Yes, this is exactly what this town needs. I shall ensure your name is spoken far and wide. When you earn yourself a patron, do remember who helped you grow your career. Ah, a bard then. How kind of you to bring this melody to us. I shall ensure that Marcius receives proper recognition. Do be sure to inform them of my generosity. Now, you must play for the masses. To the tavern with you!
A bard! Good. I could use someone to liven up the place a bit. Take your place by the fire, love. Oh, a shame the usual crowd wasn't here to enjoy that. But I'll be singing your praises. I hope, is that their name? I'll be sure to ask other bards if they know any of Marcius's songs. I appreciate you breaking up the quiet with that bit of joy.
How did it go? Did they like it? Did their eyes shine? Perhaps shed a tear? I wish I could have seen their reactions for myself, but there are more important things. Did it make an impact? Is there now a reputation I must uphold? Whew, what a relief. Even though I find great joy in composing, there is always a moment where I fear I am simply a butler and nothing more. I will approach Mistress Sockham now, I think. Maybe she will offer to sponsor my music. This is terrible, my friend. I heard that my mistress was interested in backing my pen name and revealed to her that it was me. I had expected... At any rate, my pay has been docked, and I am not to speak of it to find a patron without her, obviously. She does not own me. I did some sleuthing and discovered that the Oaf family recently lost a musician in their employ. If we tread carefully, I can present myself to the Patriarch. One never approaches a noble personage without an introduction. There are only a handful of people who can arrange one. We need to find out who they are. Start with their maid, Sarah. She always has her ear to the ground.
You got that look on your face. You know the one. Preparing to ask for something that's above your station. Lord Shen is particular about his company. You might be a bit too dusty to garner the right kind of attention. Luckily, Atticus is not. Now don't act surprised. I know what you're after. I can help you both for a price. In fact, I have a list.
Hello. I'm with the Syndicate. We are the true inheritors of the legacy of the ancients. We are committed to harnessing the power of Azod and ushering in a new and never-ending age of enlightenment for all.
the items I requested? Hand them over and I'll evaluate how you've done. And I trust the parcel was delivered to the correct address. Good. A courier will seek out Atticus with an invitation. He is not to be late, he must be well dressed and carry himself as a musician, not a butler. Understood.
Detect triumph in your demeanor. I do not know what you had to do to secure this opportunity for me, but I suspect victory is close at hand. And now, we wait. Look at this. The embossed wax seal, the heft of the paper. Even the ink is gilt in gold. Every detail screams affluence, and yet it is hardly overt. This letter summons me to Lord Shen's side. Thank you. My heart is all aflutter. Perhaps you could act as my associate and accompany me. I know this may be beneath you, but think of how it will reflect on the reputation we worked so hard to build.
Arceus, or should I say Atticus, has told me a great deal about you. It seems I have you to thank for this auspicious meeting. I have decided to grant Atticus my esteemed patronage, but it comes with a condition. I cannot employ one who has already sworn to another. I must come to an acceptable arrangement with Lady Sako. It would wound her pride to surrender him to me. But I suppose that is the point. Ask her to name her price.
I knew it. It was you who spread those ridiculous rumors. You filled my darling Atticus's head with flights of fancy. And now look, he seeks to exit my employ. He would. He knows what it would mean for him to woo my manservant. How it would stain the family name. He does it for his own pride, not for Atticus's sake. No, I will accept no offer.
Well, what is her price? I have deep pockets after all. But I am sure she will not part with. How amusing. She thinks herself above temptation. Well, I can see that corrected. I prepared an initial offer. Deliver it to her if you would. And do not open it, or I shall have your head.
Are you intentionally trying to waste my time? I told you I will not part with my dear Atticus. Nothing from Lord Shen could possibly change my... Let me see it. Oh my. How grand. How generous. Perhaps he is not the fiend I thought. Oh, he has such lovely taste in parchment. What a lovely texture. With great regret and sorrow, I do accept his offer.
You return. Well, shall I deliver it? Impertinent. But I am in a pleasant mood. I will divulge. I gave her a handsome estate in Windsward, and her pick of personal attendants. A balm to her wounded pride, and I can dismiss one of my more irksome charges.